Today we're gonna be going over some choke point gaming, and I'm gonna be teaching you how you can handle fighting in such small choke points to make the trades more advantageous for your side. So in this video we're gonna be breaking down what the tips and tricks that you can do when you're fighting in a choke point in order to have more favorable trades if you're in a disadvantageous position such as the lower part of the ramp. What is up guys, MEOWER here, back with a brand new Call of Dragons video. So all of a sudden I got a ping on my on the Discord that we were having some action going on in my server, so I figured what better time would it be to finally make a guide on fighting on those choke points that this entire map is so full of. So we're gonna be running down what really is going on in this particular area. I'm gonna be telling you the best ways for you to hold or even try to push, though breaking these choke points, really no one has really figured out how to do it unless you just overwhelm your opponent with such high numbers and activity that they just can't do anything about it. So we're gonna be showing you one of my favorite tricks to trap people, which is using the blink artifact on infantry. But before we get started, please be sure to drop a like, don't forget to subscribe, join the Discord, the link is in the description, and let's get started. So right now, as you can see, we're having some choke point gaming here. I'm gonna be putting my infantry a bit far back, use my mage marchers to do a little pokey here, and if I see them overcommitting, I'm gonna be using my infantry march to blink pretty much and block all the marches that are retreating. And the reason for that is that the intercept mode is automatically working 24/7 in Call of Dragons now, meaning that no matter what they do, they will always get intercepted. So let me show you a little example here. See here, I'm fighting here, I want those marches to be trapped. I'm just gonna walk up here, gonna ready my blink, and then all of a sudden when I see a good position, I'm just gonna blink over there and trap every single march in this area down the ramp, and just it becomes a slaughterfest at this point. Hold on, let me close this Discord notifications. I'm sure it's annoying a lot of you. Sorry about that. But yes, we're just gonna keep poking. We hit and run a little bit, go back and forth, juggle, jiggle, jiggle. You know the drill, jiggle, wiggle, wiggle, all that juicy stuff. So we just want to wait for them to push here. And once they do, we're going to be blinking forward, trapping as many marches as possible. And with that, it's pretty much a guaranteed kill on anyone who is who's overextending pretty much. And when you're overextending, you're just going to get absolutely annihilated like this guy here, and so on and so forth. But let me just break down a little thing. What did I mean by we're being in a disadvantageous position? When you're at the bottom of the ramp, it is much harder to push than when it is you're at the top, because a few things. When you're pushing up, you're running to a really small choke point, and as you can see here, the position here makes them have much easier time melting every single march that comes up, because there's no much wiggle room that you can go through once some barricades have been placed. As we can see, like this barricade placed by Sanch has completely shut down any attempt we've had of trying to push, and the reason for that is, well, we can't really go past the barricades, and the barricades have like 75% slow. So what can we really do to even try to push that? While if you're the top of the barricade, you have top of the cliff rather, you have much more wiggle room to go through and try to push down, because you can go down from here. You can go to the right side of this flag, the Howl flag. We can go to the left. The left side on the Howl flag, or the right side on the arcade flag. You just have so much more space for you to funnel up, plus there's not really a way to place down a barricade in this area, so you can position yourself here perfectly and then slowly but surely chip away at the enemy by destroying barricade by barricade. Now, I just want them to do a little push here. Like the moment I start to record, they stop pushing. Like, come on, TA and TM, push. We are on a very major power disadvantage, yet we've been on this choke point for pretty much since the zone opened. They can't push us. We can't push them. They tried so hard to push us with as much power, as much T5, as much, like, the difference is insane, as much activity and everything. until, well, now it's nearing the end of season, so activity naturally tends to die down during this time. So what we want to do here is just try to hold pretty much. I'm just farming merits at this point, to be honest. Like, I'm almost 26 million merits. I'm trying to, let's see if I can maybe get 30 million merits this season. Like, at this point, I just don't really care much about anything. They've taken the dragon, they've taken the elite rewards, and we finished the auger stone. There's just nothing left to do except just keep fighting on this choke point till eventually one side is more inactive than the other, and at that point we can maybe get some action going on. But for now, this is probably the most action server has had for the past week, I guess, since their push in the other zone where our allies got kicked out. So let's see if they can make a push here, maybe. Please make a push. Make a push. Make a push. But can you make a push?
Can we get a move on?
But can we see a push here?
Please.
I just want to showcase the blink. Let me showcase the blink. Come on, TA. Come on, TM. Make a push. Do something. Do something. Let me make. Let me try something spicy here. Oh. Too many people. It's unfair. Oh, maybe we can do something here. Maybe they're funneling. We got it. And now all these marchers will just get absolutely slaughtered right now by our marchers because they're trapped. They pretty much can't go anywhere. I mean, neither can my infantry, but what's the point of infantry if they're not meant to tank, right? So we just wipe out 3 or 4 of their marches for free completely, and there's nothing they can do about it except take the punishment and get melted. Like, this is probably one of my favorite strategies right now to do in the game, other than Huskanara and everything. It's like the blink is better for infantry now than it is for something like cavalry, because, well, infantry can block them. We see here another T5 is coming up. We just want to jiggle back, go back and forth. Cyrus Black wanted to do a little blink action on top of us to pull us back, but we're not going to fall for that because we know how it goes. I guess my blink kind of pulled the trigger for them. We're also going to be seeing a lot of rally action in this choke point because, well, this choke point, and if anyone hits a rally, it pretty much just allows the rally, if it gets aggro, to melt everything because the choke point is so tiny. So we're seeing here, we're just spread out. They're all grouped up in a single place. Like, what they're doing right now is a big mistake because they're just taking up so much AoE and taking up so much damage for free completely. There's no reason for them to be standing on top right here. And what they should be doing is just spreading out. Just spread out, go from multiple directions, and not really stand in the same place and eat all this AoE. The same can be said for us when we try to push, but yet again, there's not really much we can do about it when you push because of the really small entrance from the ramp, and they can just camp the ramp and there's nothing we can do about it. See here, they summoned another behemoth. I swear this guy, whenever he summons a behemoth, he just ignores everyone else and just focuses my marches. Like right now, Logan, if you love me, just say it, bro. I love you too. See here, a little Breath of Gigantus. I love Breath of Gigantus. It's such a disgusting artifact, I swear to God. Oh! Just melts everyone. For some reason, my marches are still alive as well, so that's something, because I'm doing something right. At this point, I'm not really gonna micro that much. I'm just going Rambo mode. On a side note, I think I actually did hit my goal of 85 million power this season, but I haven't really been fully healed for almost a month, I think. I haven't seen my hospital empty. Like, the closest I've had it empty... Oh, this ball is gonna be painful. The Necro just pretty much hit a Spirit Bomb. Like, Necro Giant on this map is by far the most disgustingly broken... Sorry about that. Disgustingly broken behemoth in the game, because when it charges up that little Spirit Bomb, because over time, we discussed in a previous video when we were showcasing the best behemoth, Over time, it just increases its damage so much so that after like 5 minutes or so, it launches that Spirit Bomb, and after 5 minutes, it's got like, I think it's like 300% extra damage. So if it's on top of a cliff or on top of a ramp right here, and it launches that Spirit Bomb, everyone is gonna get slaughtered. So that's a little tip for you as well, for you to learn, for your Beastmasters to know when to use the right behemoths instead of just sacrificing the Necro Giant, which is the most broken behemoth in the game right now. And that behemoth is followed by this Frost Giant, the Frost Dragon rather. Frost Dragon is also extremely broken because of its slow aura. Especially after the elite, it has a 30% March speed aura that has huge range and has no cooldown, so you're just permanently 30% slowed whenever that behemoth is in the game. Now, let's see if we can pull off another blink action here. It seems like we don't really have that many troops. Well, we're just gonna go for it nonetheless. Oh, that's my attention. Let's drop a breath here. I love breath, it's so satisfying. It's like farting on their troops, and when you fart, all their troops are just being knocked out with the gas that you fart with. But it's so stinky, makes them all stinky. Stinky troops. Stinky, stinky. Right, they're overextending again. And I'm about to get hit by a Spirit Bomb.
My arrows shall pierce the darkness.
And we've trapped all these troops again. I'm just gonna melt them all now. There's nothing they can do about it. Just melt them all for 3 merits. They're focusing my infantry for some reason. But instead, when you get trapped like this, if you're trapped, you should focus the other damage dealers. Don't be like sheep that are trapped in a pen. What you should be doing is just focus the damage dealers behind you, because there's not much you're gonna be able to do to the infantry anyways. So you just hope that your allies are able to, let's drop a little BM here. Let's just hope our allies are able to melt the infantry quick enough for you to try to make an escape before you just get absolutely slaughtered. Let's do another BM here, and one last BM. I think that's pretty much everything that you need to know on how to handle Chokepoint gaming in the glorious Chokepoint Oath map in Season 2. Probably one of my least favorite maps, or the least favorite action in the season, or for this game in general. Like, on a side note, I just hope this map would change. Like, the game has so much potential that I would hate to see it fall apart because of this map. Like, I know some players have not been really happy from this map, and understandably so. No one wants to really keep fighting in a single choke point the entire map without really any flexibility. At some point, just some certain strategies only work and other strategies don't work anymore. That of course also includes rallies, but there's not really that much activity on either side right now. I think I kinda jumped in a bit late. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything for this video. If you like content like this, please be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know if you want other PvP commentary videos. I think this is by far my first one to do outside of a stream. I'm not really sure how it did, so I would love your feedback, of course, because without your feedback, there is not really any way for me to improve. So, looking forward for your feedback, and have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.